What is up, guys? It is Dekkster, and I skipped one day, so now I got 20 cards to review. I'm trying a new format. I'm just going to review all 20 cards, pretty much just say the name of it and my score from a scale of 1 to 10. And then after that, I'll go ahead and elaborate on each card. But this is going to be kind of a long video, so I just want to, if people just want the reviews, just watch it. If you want to see what I have to say about the card, go ahead and stick around. So, Warlock, Unwilling Sacrafice. This card, for me, gets an 8. An 8 for that card. Warlock card, Treachery. Gonna give this one another 8, actually. And then we got Shaman card. Oh, that's the... Well, these go together. Thrall, Deathseer. We're gonna go ahead and give this one an 8 as well. We got Shaman card, Brrloc. This one I'm gonna give a 7. We got Rogue Valeera with her hero power and the hero power card. We're gonna go ahead and give this one a 9. And then we have Rogue card, Runeforge Haunter. This one getting a 5 here. And then we got Rogue Liian Voss. This card is gonna get a 6. We have the priest card, Obsidian statue. This one's gonna go ahead. We're gonna give this guy an 8. Then we have Embrace Darkness, also another priest card. This one gets a 7. And then we have Devour Mind. This one, we're gonna give this a 6. Not bad. Archbishop Benedictus. Love this card, but in terms of competitiveness, we're going to give it a 4. In terms of fun, a 10. But in competitiveness, I'm giving it a 4. We got Paladin, Righteous Defender. This card, oh my god, a 10. A 10. And then we have Neutral, Mindbreaker. Gonna give this guy a 6. We got Mage, Simulacrum. Giving this bad boy a 5. And then Glacial Mysteries, giving this bad card a 3. Hunter, Corpse, Widow. We're going to give this sucker a 9 here. Druid, Crypt Lord, giving it a 7. Neutral, Lurker. Tomb Lurker. Giving this one a 4. Go ahead and dust that bad boy. Phantom Freebooter, another neutral. Giving this a 5. Yeah, just and then Corpse Raider, another 5 here. So that's about it for the quick reviews, and we're going to go ahead and jump into more detailed thoughts on all of these. So we're going to start from the top. Warlock card, Unwilling Sacrafice. 3 mana spell. Choose a friendly minion, destroy it, and a random enemy minion. I could see this being very good in Zoo, and I mean, it just seems like a good card that's probably at least going to be a one of in many decks. A lot of people were saying maybe it's like a shitty deadly shot because it's a random enemy minion, but it's not too bad. Let's be honest. I mean, if other classes had deadly shots, they'd probably be running them. But Warlock doesn't have it, so they got to do this. But if it's Zoo, and you're running a bunch of, you got some imps that are like 1/1s on the board or something, and they just threw up a big taunt, you're going against Warrior, or they just dropped a Tyrion turn 8, just destroy an imp, destroys Tyrion, destroys, Armor Smith or something like that. It's a good card. I like this card, so that's why, that's why I gave it the old 8. Next for Warlock, we got Treachery. This one is so cool. This is such a cool mechanic, guys. 3 mana. Choose a friendly minion. Your opponent gains control of it. Now, this is sick. It could be used with that Ticking Abomination card that everyone was hating on early on, but I don't think that's that great. Maybe use your Ticking Abomination on your board. You smack a couple minions. It drops to lower health. Then you can give it to the opponent, kill it, and it'll do 5 damage to all their minions. But even better than that would be something like a Doomsayer. If you play a Doomsayer, then give it to your opponent, then it immediately explodes on their turn. Yeah, they'll be able to populate the board a little bit, so it's not as good as if your Doomsayer were to actually stick, but the problem in late game is getting your Doomsayer to actually stick without having like a freeze mechanic. So this plus Doomsayer is just an immediate board clear for 5 mana, right? So that's pretty solid. It's pretty good, and there's no way for your opponent to play around the Doomsayer that way. So I do like this card, and that's why, you know, that's why we gave it the 8. Next we got, oh, let's put up both of these bad boys. Okay, Thrall, Deathseer. This is the Death Knight for Shaman. 5 mana, the cheapest one yet, I believe. Gives you the 5 armor, of course, and then it transforms your minions into ones that cost 2 more. So it's almost like double evolve. It's like a double evolve. And then you got Transmute Spirit, which you're no longer going to have totems. You're going to have Transmute Spirit, where you could transform a minion into a random one that costs 1 more. So like a single target evolve. That's going to cost 2 mana. So this isn't as good as having totems, I'd say. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's say you throw down Thrall, Deathseer, you have a full board, and it double evolves your things. Maybe you have a bunch of 2 minions, now they're 4s, or 3 minions, now they're 5s. And then you can trade into things. If your health gets low, you go ahead and transmute that minion, and it'll turn to a fresh minion. So it's almost like healing it in a way, but a lot of RNG. I don't think this is bad, and I think it's more of like a mid-range sort of thing. It might be a little bit slow for aggro token sort of deal, but I still think it might be used in those, actually. I think it's really good. The only downside, once again, being it gets rid of all your totem possibilities, which is one of the best parts about Shaman. But it is a good card, a great card, as a matter of fact. I'm giving it an 8, but honestly, we're thinking strong 8, maybe in low 9, but I'm going with 8 here if I had to choose one. Love that card. Another Shaman card here, we got the Brrloc. Clever name, very clever. It's a Murloc where it's a 2/2/2 and it freezes an enemy. So this has more synergy with the Shaman freeze stuff, that weapon that can kill, you know, any frozen minion. We could see a little bit more synergy coming in here. And a lot of people were thinking, oh, it's not that good. It's just a 2/2/2. But in a way, it's almost like a hydrologist, but for Shaman. You know, the Paladin hydrologist, you throw it down with 2, and then you get a secret back in your hand. But with this, you just freeze an enemy. And it could be good. This means it could be good late game. It's going to be good against aggro. It's going to be good again just in Murloc archetypes. Maybe people start running Quest if there's even more Murloc cards revealed. I don't know, but this is definitely a solid card. I don't know if it's going to be like a staple, but once again, it's good. It's good. And it slows down the opponent. It has synergy with your other freeze sort of stuff. And it's pretty cool that it's a Murloc. Cool, no pun intended. And yeah, we went and we gave this one a 7. Some rogue cards, really cool. Rogue Death Knight, Valeera the Hollow. Let's go ahead and show these two. So this is such a cool card, such a cool mechanic, and I love this. I mean, rogue's my favorite class, and this solidifies that, I'd say. Really excited about this one. 9 mana, so it's a little bit slow, but you get 5 armor, of course, and then you gain stealth until your next turn. So in a way, it's almost like doing an ice block. In a way, your stealth, you're untargetable, I believe. There's no way for them to hit you. They can still develop their board, which kind of sucks. So it's not like you gain an extra turn, but you get stealth until your next turn. Also, the hero power becomes so good, guys. Death's Shadow. It's a passive. You don't have to spend money on this. You don't have to spend mana on this. So basically, it's going to put each turn, it's going to put this card in your hand. And any card you cast, this is going to be kind of a copy of it. So if you go ahead, if you prep, you get an extra prep for, the same cost as prep, which is free. But if you use like a Jade Shuriken, or if you use something like Eviscerate, you'll get an extra one. If you use Mimic Pod, you get an extra one. But you have to keep in mind, these get destroyed after your turn. You can't use Leroy Jenkins. Then you get an extra Leroy Jenkins in your hand. Yeah, you do. Whoa, camera. You get... Oh, what the... Well, come on, camera. What is this? What? Okay, you get. Let's say you play Leroy. He costs 6. Then you get an extra Leroy in your hand that also costs 6, but you can't play it. So, in a way, it's wasted. It's only going to be useful on cards that are 5 mana or less. Unless you have like a prep that you're going to throw out an extra spell on. So, I don't know. You can use like Assassinate, kill 2 targets or something. No one runs Assassinate. Sprint into prep sprint. You could do that. Draw 8 cards. Who wants to do that? I don't know. But it's definitely a possibility here. But yeah, really cool. Love this. Super excited. If I don't unpack this, I will be crafting this. Really excited about that. But I do love Rogue, so I'm a little bit biased. Oh yeah, we gave that one a 9. Teetering on a 10. Let's be real. Okay, next we got Runeforge Haunter. This one, don't like it. They are trying to go like sort of weapon archetype with these guys. With Rogue, I mean, they want Rogue to be like a weapon class, but this is just... Weapons are destroyed by ooze. So people are just going to counter it with ooze. So I'm worried about that. If there was some sort of card that was like, your weapon can't be destroyed. There's no way your weapon can be destroyed. If that was what this card was, that'd be so much better. Like, your weapon loses durability but can't be destroyed. That'd be good. So you can use this to counter oozes in a way. But that's not what the text reads here, so I'm assuming it doesn't do that. And during your turn, your weapon doesn't lose durability. 4 mana, 5/3. Stats are awful. A 5/4 would have been solid, maybe playable. But in a way, this only just adds 1 durability to your weapon. If you have a 1/2 dagger, 1/2 dagger, this is just going to get you 1 extra swing. You're not going to lose that swing. I mean, the next turn, if you get 2 durability out of it, it'll be solid. It'll be okay. But how often is that going to happen? And 4 mana, 5/3. I would have preferred a 4 mana 3/5, to be honest. You want this thing to stay alive, so your weapon continues to have durability. But if you end up having like a lifesteal weapon that has a bunch of damage, you get an extra durability out of that. That'd be a lot more useful than a 1/2 dagger. But I just don't see this being used too much, which is why we give it a 5. It's almost just +1 durability. It's probably gonna die. It's easily removed. Next up, we got the legendary rogue Liian Voss, 4 mana, 4/5. I just don't like this battle cry, to be honest. Replaces spells in your hand with random spells from your opponent's class. Just a lot of RNG going on here. You could hope maybe you pull out some fireballs. What are you replacing your coins? I don't know. I guess with Burgle Bully, this would be like some okay synergy, but it's 4 mana. You play it before the bully. I don't know, like maybe you don't want to get rid of your preps, your coins, your evis, and replace them with random spells. What if you get like random arcane explosions? Or what if you get just random, I don't know. It's just, the RNG, not a big fan. I could see it, like, the thing is, you put spells in your deck for a reason, because they synergize really well with your cards. So replacing them with random spells is such a gamble. It's such a gamble. It's like you're just reaching really hard. If they were discounted, maybe, if your cards were discounted, or if you synergize it with a card that benefits off of using spells that didn't start in your deck, this could be okay. But without looking too deep into it, not a huge fan. I won't be crafting it. But if I get it, I won't be disenchanting it. Or that's what it's called, disenchanting, right? Yeah, we're gonna give this one a 6. Okay, priest cards. I'm terrible with priest, but this is Obsidian statue, 9 mana, 4/8. Same stats as Primordial Drake, but you know, it's not Primordial Drake, and it costs a little bit more. 1 more mana. Taunt, Lifesteal, Death Rattle. So in a way, it's probably gonna get you a heal. And the Death Rattle destroy a random enemy minions. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Could end up clearing your opponent's board if they just start ramming everything into this. Almost might be a board clear and a self-heal. I do like the Death Rattle. It has some synergy with the quest, with Priest Quest. So I think Priest Quest is going to be a thing, guys. I think it's going to be a thing. A big thing, actually. I like this card. Seems good. The 4 damage is solid. That means it can't be easily destroyed by other priests. So in the mirror, it's going to be actually really, really good. Yeah, so that's why we're giving this card the 8. It's solid 8. Very good card. Embrace Darkness, 6 mana spell, choose an enemy minion at the start of your turn. Take control of it. This is like a slow, just a slow mind control. That's what it is, a delayed mind control that gives your opponent time to react. This is good, maybe if you have nothing on your board that the opponent can kind of deal with. I mean, like suicide their minion into. If they drop a strong 5-drop, I don't know. It's just slow. It's just slow. If they drop a strong 5-drop, though, and you use this on turn 6, you'll end up getting this the following turn, which means you're not going to be able to attack with it. So it's going to be super slow. You're going to play this and not be able to use the minion for like 2 turns. But if you end up stealing like a lifesteal minion or like a taunt minion, it could be good. So I could see this being good against taunt minions. Just a little bit slow. If it was like at the end of your opponent's turn, take control of it, that'd be so good. That'd be so much better. It might even be a staple in 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. But instead, we're giving it a 7 out of 10. And this is a low 7, maybe a high 6 sort of deal. Not super pumped by this one, but I do like it. Devour Mind. This is like it's like a Kabbalist tome for Priest. 5 mana, copy 3 cards in your opponent's deck and add them to your hand. Really cool. Priest is just becoming like a sort of Brrloc class, just stealing, and it's cool. I might start playing a little bit more Priest. Might pick up on my Priest skills, you know, just dust off my decks, because I don't play Priest, but I do like this. I do like the direction they're going, and it just seems like a lot of fun. But once again, there's a little bit of RNG that's going on here, but it also gives you information. You end up knowing, oh, my opponent's got this, huh? You know what I mean? Like, oh, I didn't expect this rogue to be running, shit, I don't know, assassinate, whatever. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Pretty good. We're giving this one a 6, but a strong 6. A strong 6, maybe almost a 7. We got Archbishop Benedictus, legendary priest card, 7 mana for 6 battlecry. Shuffle a whole copy of your opponent's deck into your deck. This is insane. This is crazy. But once again, it's complete RNG, and there's a reason you choose your deck, and that is because you want synergy. You want synergy between your cards. So if you shuffle some random Jades into your deck, your opponent has 10 cards left by the time you end up playing this, then you're going to get, what, a bunch of Jade idols? You're going to get a bunch of Jade. Do you want that? I don't think you want that at that point. But it's not bad. I don't think it's going to see competitive play. It's going to be a blast, though. This is going to be so much fun. And just, you know, meme decks, just messing around, just playing with your friends, or maybe even an arena. This is going to be pretty solid. Pretty solid. But I love the mechanic. This is just, it doesn't seem viable. It kind of messes up your draws. Pretty bad. Oh my god, guys. This card is like a glorified Argent Squire. This is gonna be the staple. This is gonna be a staple. In all Paladin cards. I mean decks. And the Divine Shield synergy on top of that is just so good, guys. Oh my god. I'm going to be running 2 of these in pretty much every Paladin deck, I imagine. If I'm wrong, I'd be surprised. But this is just going to be... This is a god card. It's also nerfing Devolve in a way, because now your opponent can get Righteous Protectors if their minions are random 1-drops, right? So this, in a way, nerfs Devolve. Do love this card. It's going to be so good, so synergistic with the Divine Shield stuff that's happening. And just imagine throwing this down with the Blessing of Kings on turn 5 or something like that. It's just so good. Okay. Such a good card, guys. All right. The only 10 I think I've given, right? I love that card. Okay. Neutral card here. We got Mindbreaker. 3 mana, 2/5. Hero powers are disabled. This is pretty good. I'm giving it, I'm giving it a 6, but it's teetering on a 7. I just feel like it's such a solid card for the meta that's going to be coming up here. There's going to be a lot of hero powers being used, I think. You can also just play around this. Maybe you're playing against a mage, you want to counter their ping. Maybe you're playing against a hunter and you don't want them to be able to rush you down so fast. It's got a solid stat distribution here, a 2-5, much better than a 5-2. So it'd be able to stick around the board maybe a couple turns. It maybe requires removal, like a fireball or something. It's totally cool. I like this. I like it a lot. And it just seems solid here. It's also going to be good because hero powers are going to be the Death Knight, hero powers. You guys know what I'm talking about. So like, let's say maybe it's gonna counter this. Maybe Rogue no longer benefits off of Death's Shadow while this is active, or maybe Thrall can't evolve something. So you can kind of use that to your advantage, and it becomes the value of this card just when someone plays a Death Knight. And it's just a solid 3 card. I could see people running one-ofs of this, almost like an Eater of Secrets. If you're seeing a lot of hero powers being exploited in the meta, you're probably going to want to run one of these. All right, got some mage cards, which are honestly just disappointing. Simulacrum. Oh god, I gotta take the 6 off. Okay, Simulacrum. Copy the lowest minion in your hand, 3 mana spell. I could see this being useful in Quest Mage, or maybe Arcane Giants. Arcane Giants could benefit off of this, but Quest Mage, especially even Quest Mage, the Giant Quest Mage, but being able to use this as a puzzle piece for your apprentice, get an extra apprentice. You can use this if you didn't draw enough apprentices or you didn't draw enough Molten Reflections. I think Quest Mage is going to be huge this expansion. So this card may be a one-of. Almost just so you get a Molten Reflection. And it copies it and just what? Does it put it back in your hand? I think it just puts it back in your hand, right? So your opponent's not really going to know what's going on. So that's kind of cool. But not a huge fan. Only seeing it being niche in Quest Mage. Giving it a 5. Actually, in Quest Mage, it might even be more, like a 6 or a 7. But we're giving it the 5. Oh my god, this card. 8 mana Glacial Mysteries. Glacial Mysteries. Put one of each secret from your deck into the battlefield. Whew. This is slow. This is slow. And by the time it's turn 8, I feel like you're going to have drawn most of your secrets already. Only way I could see this maybe being used is if people stop using Arcanologist. If people stop using Arcanologist to draw secrets out of their deck, they just hope they never draw the secrets, playing this would be useful. But the way it is right now, this isn't going to be played in Secret Mage, because Secret Mage is about quick tempo, getting the game over fast. And then in Freeze Mage, Burn Mage, Quest Mage sort of deal, what you're running like an Ice Block and Ice Barrier, and you've probably already drawn a couple. If you already have an Ice Barrier down, this is pretty much useless. If you haven't drawn any secrets by turn 8, it'd be useful, but if you haven't drawn any secrets by turn 8, you might be dead next turn. So I don't know. This doesn't seem great to me, and that's why we're giving it the little 3 here. I don't know about this. This is almost a nerf to like Kabbalist Tome, man. You just don't want this. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, Hunter, Corpse Widow. This is a solid card, guys. Good stat line, 5 mana, 4/6. It's a beast, so extra synergy. And your Death Rattle cards cost 2 less. This means what? Like free loot hoarders. Your Rat Packs are going to be cheaper. Your infested hounds, is that what they're called? The wolves, infested wolves. Your high means are going to be 4 mana. So your grandma's gonna be super cheap, guys. 2 mana grandmas are gonna be free, right? So you can play this on 5. Next turn you can go high main, grandma, Rat Pack. You can go high main, grandma, hero power. This is such a good card. This is such a good card. I could see it being at least a 1-of in many decks, maybe even a 2-of, possibly. But we're giving this solid 9. Teetering high 9, guys. Almost 10. This might be a staple. Might be a staple in Hunter. We'll have to see how the rest of the cards come out. Druid, Crypt Lord. A lot of people hating on this bad boy. Oh, it's just one attack. It's just one attack. It's not going to do anything. Guys, it's a 3 mana 1/6. It's a taunt, and every time you summon a minion, you gain health. This isn't going to be good in Druid. I mean, God, it's not going to be good in like Jade Druid or like Big Druid. Just slow Druid, it's not going to be good. But in aggro token Druid, you throw this bad boy out, you just start flooding the board. This dude's going to pick up your buffs. Your opponent's going to hit this dude. He's going to go down to 1 health, and then next turn you're going to bring him back up to 5 health. He's going to have to hit it with more of his minions. And this dude is a wall, you guys. This is a wall, and I like it. Also being able to hit it with buffs, you know, Mark the Lotus. It's just going to pick up all your buffs. Eventually it's going to be a 3 attack, 10 health behemoth. It's going to be a monster. But it does compete with stuff like Tar Creeper. So maybe if you're running a little bit of a more mid-rangey sort of deck, maybe you go with the Tar Creeper instead. The right off the bat 3 damage is solid. But if Tar Creeper starts losing health, he's gone. He's dead. So I do see benefits here. I do see benefits with Tar Creeper, but we'll just have to see. But this guy we did give a solid 7. Decent card. I could see it being messed around with a lot, especially, you know, in aggro token decks. Another neutral here. Tome, Lurker. 5 mana, 5/3. Battlecry, add a random death rattle minion that died this game to your hand. I do not like this. I think there's going to be a lot of death rattles being played, and this can grab one of your opponent's death rattles. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you don't want your opponent's death rattle. A lot of RNG going into this, and the stat line is awful. If it was a 5 mana 5/5, it'd be good. 5 mana 5/4, 5/3? Come on, man. And it's slow. It's going to add it to your hand, but it's going to be slow. It's going to be slow. I'm giving this sucker a 4. I'm going to dust this guy. I probably won't dust him until the meta calms down, but just, I don't like him. Neutral card here, Phantom Freebooter. So the Freebooter, 4 mana, 3/3. It's a pirate, so it's some pirate synergies going on here. Maybe you run it instead of Naga Corsair? Only in a deck where you're going to have some crazy weapons. But Naga Corsair is very solid and hard to replace. Stats here, it's going to be dead in your hand unless you have a weapon. So if you're going slow with Warrior, you don't have a weapon going into turn 4, this is such a useless card. But let's say Rogue, worst case scenario, you're probably going to have a 1/2 dagger, a 1/1 dagger. If it's a 1/1 dagger, this is a 4 mana 4/4, not good. If it's a 1/2 dagger, 4 mana 4/5, But if this doesn't copy Lifesteal, I don't think. If it copies Lifesteal, the Lifesteal Rogue can be decent. If this becomes a 4 mana 4/5 with Lifesteal, that I could see being pretty decent here. But as it is, just copying a 1/2 dagger, I don't know. Assassin's Blade on this bad boy would be pretty solid. Perdition's Blade into this could be pretty good too. But it's just and it relies too much on having a weapon. So that's why we gave this one a 5. Then we got another neutral. Last card here, 5 mana 3/3. Corpse Razor. Corpse Razor. I'm going with Razor. Riser? Whatever. Battlecry, give a friendly minion death rattle, resummon this minion. So it's like Ancestral Spirit is kind of given to anyone who wants it now in the form of a minion that's a 3/3. But these stats are awful, guys. 5 mana 3/3. It's a little slow. Maybe if you're ahead, it's going to be a good card to keep you ahead. But if you're behind, this might just be a 3/3 on the board, and this might just be useless. So I honestly am not a big fan of this one. I could see it being useful maybe in more control-y decks. If you play, I don't know, what's a solid 5 mana card? I don't know. Maybe you go with the Corpse Widow here. I don't think this is going to be played. I'm just giving an example. You go Corpse Widow, and then next turn you go ahead and you play the Corpse Razor. I don't know. It just doesn't seem good to me. It just doesn't seem good. Like, It'd be good later in the game once you have big minions on the board. You want to keep them up. Like if you put it on a Tyrion, if you go turn 8 Tyrion, turn 9 Corpse Raiser, and something else, that could be solid. But this is super weak to devolve and just I don't know. The stats are so bad. If it was a 4/4, shit, maybe. But that's why we're giving this guy a 5, and honestly, it's a weak 5, maybe a high 4. That's about it. That's it, guys. We went through 20 cards. Oh my god. I hope this video isn't too long. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to try and put these out daily instead so I can get the newest cards right as they come out. But yeah, guys. Hope you liked the video. Please like, sub, share, and follow me on Twitter, on Twitch, and of course, YouTube. But those will be in the description below. Let me know what you guys think about this format. Should I change it? I don't know. I don't know, guys, but hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!